Okay, so for the middle, I'm going to use black, just so that it is a little easier to see. Maybe, maybe not. You're like, the mat is black. But anyways, it'll be easier to see against this green. I have about, I'm just using some leftover fishing line that I cut earlier. This is about, I'm gonna say it's about 5 feet, which is way too much. But fishing line is cheap, so that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna add 2 beads. Oops, what is this? 2 beads, okay, on the string. I'm gonna put the strings together like this, 2 strings together, and then I'm going to add 1 bead on it, so that when I do that, it's going to look like this. So you're gonna pull the beads, kind of move it around so that it looks like that. And then I'm gonna take, so my left hand, I'm going to hold 1 string, and the right hand, here we go. So I'm gonna add 1 bead to my right string, okay? And then I'm gonna pull the string through this bead that's sticking out. Okay, and I'm gonna turn it, hold it, add a bead, and I'm gonna pull it through that bead that's sticking out right there. Okay, I'm going to turn it, and I always turn it just because it's easier for me to work that way. You don't have to turn it, but I do. It's, like I said, it's easier for me. Okay, so I'm gonna, whoops, add it to that bead right there, or sorry, the string through that bead. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna keep doing this until I reach a length that's long enough to wrap around my bow. Turn. And you want to keep this pretty tight, so that's why I'm holding it with my left hand, so that the beads don't shift around as I do this. So this is a pattern here. I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over. I said I had like 4 feet of fishing line, right? It's way too much, I think. But like I said, it was some leftover piece, so. Oops. Make sure you pull everything tight so it's not loose. It's gonna look like that. Oops. Okay, let's see, let's just check it. So I'm gonna wrap it around, and it's almost there. It's almost there. Okay, you notice that I have this bead sticking out at the bottom, and this bead is also sticking out at the bottom. I want it to alternate so that if the bead is sticking out at the bottom here, I want the bead to stick out from the top. Like this. So it's alternating. So if one bead is longer on this side, it should be the opposite end that's long. Okay? And the reason for that is that when I bring it together, it's going to match up. It's going to match up like that. Okay? So I think this is long enough. So let me show you what I mean. See, like that. See how they're going to match up. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to take this string and I'm going to pull it through the other bead here towards the center. And then I'm going to take this string on this end and I'm going to pull it through this other bead here towards the center. So now both beads are meeting in the center right here. So both beads are coming out of the beads, but they're meeting at the center here. So I could tie it off here. So when I tie, it's gonna look a little weird until you tie it, and then everything's gonna like zip together really nicely. See that? So satisfying, that step. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it together again. Let's just do a double. This black and green looks pretty cool. Maybe I could do like a single and do like a little chain here, like a 1-2 chain. You know what I mean? That would look really sick. Okay, so I have my clear nail polish, whatever brand, does not matter. I just have whatever I have left over. And I'm going to dab it onto that knot right there. Pew pew. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to pull these strings out. Like that, and then I'm going to tie it. But before I tie it, before I cut it, look how much extra string I have. Like, this is ridiculous, how much extra string. So, I apologize. So I'm just going to cut. And there is my bow. So just so you know, squishiness wise, this is like really squishy compared to this one. So this is a 25 pound, this is a 20 pound. I actually like the 25 pound. The feeling is a lot more structured, whereas this one feels a lot squishier. So this one, I wish I had put beads in here because it's laying more flat, whereas this one is it's kind of poofy and it's sticking out. So that's interesting. Interesting difference. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time. Hi, everyone. So I took that black band off because I wanted to make a 3-layer band, a 3-column band using alternating black and green beads. So I'm going to do that right now. I have about a little over 4 feet of fishing line, which I think it might be too much, but here we go. 2 black beads on, put the string together, and then put 1 green bead on both of those strings like this, and then separate the string and put a black bead on each string. Okay, so this is what it should look like. And if it doesn't look like this, you might need to adjust your beads. Right now my string is coming out of both of these black beads. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the bottom string and I'm going to pull it through the top black bead. So when I do that, it's going to look like this, where the string is coming out from both ends of that 1 black bead. I'm going to turn this because it's easier for me to work this way. Okay, so right now I'm going to use a string that is closer to the green bead, and I'm going to add a green bead, and I'm going to pull it through the black bead like this. Okay, I'm going to turn it and add a black bead, and I'm going to pull it through the green bead like this. So this is what it should look like. The string is coming out of the black bead and the green bead. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the strings, I'm going to add a black bead, and then I'm going to cross the string so that the string is coming out from both sides. I'm going to pull that down, and it should look like this. So this should be, it was kind of the starting point earlier, and we're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over until this is long enough to wrap around the bow. So I'm going to add a green bead and pull the string through the black bead. I'm going to add a black bead and pull that through the green bead. And now I'm at the end again. So I'm going to put a black bead on the string, and I'm going to cross. And I'm going to pull that down. So that looks like this. Now we're back here again. Okay. So green bead on, pull it through the black bead like this. Black bead on the string, pull it through the green bead. And then I'm going to add a black bead and cross. Okay, green bead on, pull it through the black bead, add a black bead, pull it through the green bead, and I'm going to add a black bead and cross. Okay. Oops, green bead. Let's go through the black bead. I'm going to add a black bead. Now let's pull the string through the green bead. Okay, and now I'm at the end, so I'm going to add a black bead and cross. Let's add a green bead, pull it through the black bead. Let's add a black bead and pull it through the green bead. And now I'm going to add a black bead and I'm going to cross. So we're doing the same thing over and over and over. Okay, green bead, black bead. Let's pull that through the green bead. And this one we're going to cross with the black bead. Okay. Green bead on the string. I'm going to add a black bead. Pull that through the green bead. And then let's add a black bead and cross. And then I'm going to add a green bead here, and I'm going to stop there after I pull it through the black bead. And I think this should be enough. So I'm going to connect these ends like this, like that. Right now my string is coming out of the black beads. I have a green bead sticking out, but this one, the bottom does not have a green bead sticking out, and this is important so that they can match like a puzzle. Okay, let's put that down. It should be good. Uh-oh, you know what? Oh no, it's good, it's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this string. I'm going to go through, hold on one second. I'm wondering if I should add one more layer. No, I'm good, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to take this string, I'm going to go through the black bead, and I'm also going to go through the green bead in the middle, the one that is sticking out. Okay, now with this other string, I'm going to go through the black bead, and then I'm going to tie it right here so that it should do this. So I'm going to do a single knot, and make sure you pull it tight so that the beads come together. And then I'm going to do I'm going to do a double knot. Just like that. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I like this so much better than that simple black band. So cool. Okay, I'm going to get some nail polish in clear. And see how much extra string I have? So I have way too much extra, but that's okay. Because I'd rather have extra than not have enough. Okay, so I'm going to pull this tight again. And then I'm going to pull this through that green bead there. And then I'm going to cut this string so that it looks like that. Okay, thanks for watching.